Everyone is on their own path, everyone's on their own journey, and that's what I've had to learn.
It's not that just about you.
You guys, it is 8 a.m. and I'm low-key like rushing to do my makeup right now because it is day story day. Also, I literally told myself I was gonna stop coming on camera looking crazy, and this is the outfit right now. Like, this is the outfit. The hair look, well, I got on my bonnet and I said I was gonna stop doing that. I said I was only gonna come on camera when I looked put together. And here I am not looking put together. Like, babe, what's going on? What's going on is I have my day story today. And the thing is, I am such a, it will work itself out. Obviously, as long as I put in the work and, like, do the steps in order for it to work out. You know what I mean? That's my alarm. I'm very much a it will work out for me girl. That I really don't be getting stressed about something. The only time I really find myself, like, being stressed is if, like, I'm on some type of like strict deadline or like timeline or something. But other than that, like if I have a plan in motion, and sometimes I don't even be having a plan in motion if I'm keeping it so for real with you guys. If I just have some type of plan in mind or an idea, even if it's an idea, then I'm not gonna stress out about it because I'm just like, I'm a smart girl, I'll figure it out, I'll work it out, and it's gonna work out for me. Like it just has to. Like, I genuinely, and people think I'm crazy when I say this, I don't see a world in which it won't work out for me. So when people are like, but what about this, and what about this, and this could happen, and you know, life this, and I'm like, okay, and it's gonna work out for me. Like, I have to always say that I'm not delusional to the point where I think that it's just gonna be peaches and cream for, like, ever and ever, and, like, there's not gonna be any hardship or challenges or obstacles that come my way. I'm well aware of that, and I have been through plenty of them, you know, and gone through a lot of them, overcame a lot of obstacles. So I know it's going to be hard, and I think people mistake me saying, oh, like, it's going to work out, as in, like, oh, it's going to be easy peasy, it's going to be fine. Like, no, like, I know it might be a bit difficult, I might be a little, like, you know, all over the place, but at the end of the day, it's going to work out because it has to, because I'm me, and I make things happen. Like, it's literally that simple. And I don't even mean that on like, oh, I'm like better than the next person, or I have this secret formula and blah 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 blah. Like, no, I work very, very hard in order to have the opportunities that I have and to be in the position that I'm in right now. And I have to reframe my mind, and honestly, a lot of this confidence came from just me being in my program. When I tell you guys, undergrad, the amount that I used to doubt my abilities and doubt the type of journalist that I am, and I would always tell myself, like, I'm so serious. I would always tell myself, I'm like, you know, I was going in between like psych and media studies for so long when I was at UVA, and the people that were around me second year know that I would literally not stop talking about it because I came into UVA as a psych major, and I had these plans to go into clinical psych, and then I changed to social psych, and then I was like, do I even want to get my PhD? Is this what I really am meant to do? Like, I'm great at psychology. I feel like I'm so good at it, and I would be an amazing psychologist or therapist, whatever it was that I was going to pursue at the time. Like, I know I would be good at it, and I talked to a lot of people, and they choose their careers because they're good at it. I never thought I was good at journalism. I never thought I was that great of a writer. I didn't think I was good on camera. I just didn't think I was good enough until I applied and got into so many grad schools other than Berkeley. Once that happened, I was like, oh, what was I thinking? I was like, oh, like, I got lucky. That was my first thing. I'm like, you know, I got lucky. Like, I have the experience and it's paying off and everything, but like, maybe I just got a little lucky. And I think when I first got to Columbia, I was still feeling that a little bit, where I was like feeling a little bit of the imposter syndrome. But when I was like talking to people around, there's so many brilliant minds there that don't have any journalism experience that are in the same program as me. And I think that was very eye-opening, where I was like, it's really the drive and just like your eagerness and maybe a little bit of experience, and honestly how you sell yourself, that really makes the difference. And that's what I have learned with being at J school, you don't have to be the quote unquote best journalist. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to always know the right words to say and be able to do it, you know, in a certain style. You just need to have the guts to go out there and do it. You just need to do it by deadline, by any means possible, and you're a journalist. It might not be your best work. It might not be, you know, life-changing or win you, like, a Pulitzer or anything. I'm saying all that to say that I used to doubt myself, and I used to think that, you know, I'm not good at journalism. I can't be a journalist. I'm looking and comparing myself to all these people around me that are doing journalism and do it so well, and I look at my stuff and I'm like, my stuff doesn't look that good. My stuff isn't this. My stuff isn't that. Instead of just being like, we're starting at it, and I love that Columbia tells us this all the time. Everyone is starting J school with a different set of experience and expertise. They have been telling us that since maybe the first day. They were like, do not compare yourself to the person to your left and to your right, because it's like, the person, for example, I might be looking to the left and that person has no journalism experience. I'm looking at the person to the right and I'm like, oh my God, she is doing so much more than me. I'm not doing enough. When that person that has no experience is looking at me, it might be saying the same thing to themselves. Like, oh, I'm not doing enough. Everyone is on their own path. Everyone's on their own journey, and that's what I've had to learn. And I am a journalist, and I'm a good journalist. It took me so long to... No. It took me so long to get to that point of not doubting myself, and I wouldn't say that I doubt myself now. I think it's more just like, get it done. Get it done, Destiny. Just get it done. Get it done on time, and you'll get edited. You'll get critiqued. It's fine. Like, that's just how journalism works. You know, submit something to your editor. You think it's amazing. They think it's awful, and you work through it. That's how you become a better journalist. And I literally had edits yesterday from a profile I did. My first profile, by the way, I thought was amazing. My editor didn't really say anything that I disagreed with. Everything she told me, I was like, yeah, I see that. Or I would explain why I made certain decisions. She mostly just told me to like add more detail and to kind of like change the structure. And it's like, I'm a good writer. I think I just need to learn how to write like as a journalist, you know? Like writing an academic paper is different than writing a journalistic paper versus a news story versus a dissertation versus a philosophical paper. Like all of it has different like structures and like what you should get out of it. And I think that's all I'm learning right now, you know? I think the writing itself is good, and my reporting professor told me the same thing. I was like, I feel like I'm just not getting it. Like, it's not clicking for me. Like, it's not clicking for you, babe. And I feel like it wasn't. And I don't know if it has. I don't know if I'll ever feel like, oh, now I have a grasp on this journalism stuff. I don't know. I can't see the future. But for right now, I'm focused on this day's story and giving a great story. I'm excited. I wasn't stressed. I feel like everyone was like stressed around me. And I feel like a lot of people that I talk to are just overly stressed. And I have friends that like just get stressed very easily and get very anxious very easily. So like I completely get it. And I feel like I used to get stressed easily, but when I get stressed and it's too much, I get overwhelmed. And then when I get overwhelmed, I start crying. And that crying turns into negative thinking. And that negative thinking turns into the worst mental health state ever. And I don't want to get to that point because I've been at that point and it's awful. And I've worked so hard to remove myself from that, notice and recognize the steps and know when I'm on the brink of that, and I don't want to get anywhere near that. So I stop it when I start getting stressed. You know what I mean? Because I know that the stress can spiral into all these other things, and I don't want the other things to happen because it's very difficult to remove myself from that once I am at that point. So once I'm like, oh, that's something stressing me out, I'm like, oh, no thank you. No thank you. Especially if it's like prolonged. No thank you. I'm okay. Like it's okay, babe. Like we don't need to be stressed right now. Like it's fine. It's not even that serious. Anyway, let's get dressed like a journalist. And we gotta do these edges because these are not cute. Like, can we talk about it? The edge, like, one thing about it, the outfit's always gonna be tea. Extra risk. And my press pass is really, really a 10 out of 10. And I upgrade it because, mind you guys, I have a little the student press. It literally said student press on the lanyard. People be like, "You're a student journalist? Are you a student journalist?" I'm like, "Ugh." So now I have an official Dishel press badge. And this one, people, anytime someone sees it, they're like, "Oh, that's really nice. You're so official." I am. Thank you. I am. And that's all I have to say. Basically, what I wanted to tell you guys is I have a day story. I'm not stressed about it because if I get stressed, it'll be very bad for me and you. Bye.
It's not that to hold you. I just need you to survive.